Hey people, we gotta stop acting like Cassie was just a little girl at 19, at 20 years old. Fun fact is that you go to college campus, most women on in the college campuses are 18, 19, 20, 21. And what I've seen those girls do, boy, blow your mind. Cause I used to live next to HBCU. I used to live next to HBCU, boy. And I wasn't going there, but I went there. I went there because you could go there. I don't look like a freaking. I was like 18, 19 at that time. So like I could go there. I didn't look like a freaking creep. Like most people going to colleges that they don't attend. Yeah. But when you go to those HBCUs, you see what those girls be doing, kissing on each other, threesomes, orgies. You can name it all. Getting drunk, high, mushrooms, X pills, perks, all that. All these girls are on that at 19, 20. At 19, I knew I shouldn't be on drugs. And I also knew I shouldn't be getting drunk because I know that at 21, that's the age of drinking. That's the age you could drink. But I saw girls 18, 19 drinking, getting drunk, getting high. So I'm like, these people online are acting like Cassie was just a little girl. She was a saint. No, Cassie wasn't a saint because Cassie knew better. Even if Cassie wasn't raised Christian or whatever, Cassie knew. Cassie knew. Oh, I probably shouldn't be messing with this 40-year-old man that is trying to get me high, get me drunk, go to sex parties and all that. I probably shouldn't be doing this at 19. Even if you grew up in a bad background, you didn't have your parents, nothing, you grew up in a foster care or whatever, 19, I shouldn't be getting drunk. I shouldn't be getting high. You know it, bro. You people are making up excuses because you know it. At 19, but I knew I don't need to be taking these pills or doing whatever I was doing. Whatever I was doing, I wasn't supposed to be doing it. And I knew. But I still did it because I didn't care. And at 19, Cassie didn't care. She knew better, but she didn't care. But later on, she's been with this man for 10 years. Bro, I don't think as a grown woman, you could escape. You don't have to be with an abuser for 10 years. Cassie was broke. That's what people have to understand. Cassie was broke, and Diddy was the rich person. Diddy was the multi-millionaire, and Cassie was the broke one. So how Cassie is thinking that, bro, I don't want to leave this millionaire. I don't care if he wants me to do sex parties, sex stuff, be his sex doll, his sex slave, but I'm finna do that because this heated pool in the freaking basement, in the living room, outside on the patio, whatever. But that's lit. Having a chef 24/7, that's lit. The chef that lives in the house. Cassie didn't go. Cassie did not go grocery shopping. People, she didn't go grocery shopping at all. This woman probably hasn't been to a Walmart ever since she was 19. Or Target for you bougie people. Target. Cassie hasn't stepped foot in the Target since 19 because she's had private chefs, people that cook her meals. So do you think she wanted to leave that lifestyle? No, she didn't want to leave that lifestyle. That's why she was with her abuser for 10 years. Because we know Cassie didn't want to be no regular person. And Cassie is still not a regular person. Cassie is 20 million up. Bro, that is for her lifetime. I think she's in her 30s. If you can't live off 20 million for the rest of your life, to your 80, 90, 100, I don't know what to tell you. Cassie is set for life. All she has to do is go on the phone and boom, 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 order her food for pickup. They have it delivered to her house. Her groceries delivered to her house. She can have a private chef now. So let's stop playing around because These people are acting like Cassie was like this slave, especially on Melissa Ford. She be acting like Cassie was like this sex slave. Like, did he force her to do all this type of nonsense? Like, did he like kidnapped her or something like that? And she's like a kidnapped victim. She's been kidnapped for 10 years. No, no, Melissa Ford. Cassie was not a victim. And I know Melissa Ford has been through whatever she's been through. I know she probably was touched as a child. So she really has strong feelings on this. Most women do, because most women been touched. So Melissa Ford has a lot of opinion about this, and she's not looking at it reasonably. She's looking at it from a woman's emotions, or this thing has happened to me before because I'm a video vixen, and these rappers used to touch me and stuff like that because I was a video vixen. I was a soft porn video vixen. But that's what it is, right? They're not having sex on these music videos. They're butt naked. If you're in a bikini, you're butt naked. You're in a bikini that's not on the beach. That you're not on the beach. You're in someone's freaking patio, high rise, twerking. But let's move on to Cassie. We all saw that. We all saw that hotel video of Cassie getting beat on. And yes, Diddy was beating on that girl. You think Diddy just started beating on her? Diddy probably started beating on her at 20 years old. 20 years old, that's when Diddy probably started beating on her. And Diddy probably been beating on her every single year. And she still stayed with that man to 30 because that lifestyle is amazing. Guys, you don't do you know how look, it's like a stay-at-home mom without kids. That's what Cassie was basically doing. She was a stay-at-home mom with no kids. She, she had a private trainer, private chefs, on private planes, wearing designer. She didn't want to go back to that regular life. And when she left Diddy and chose that personal trainer as a husband, she still wasn't living a regular life. Because I'm sure she still had some type of money leaving Diddy. She probably sold a lot of her things, her designer stuff, her jewelry, cars, maybe if Diddy got her cars. So that helped her stay afloat onto her suing Diddy for that 20 million. And now she's set for life. So please, just stop acting like these women are angels. No, a lot of these women are not angels. Most women lose their virginities 13 years old, freshman year, sophomore year. Virginity is gone. So please stop acting like these people they don't know better. At 14, you knew not to be having sex. You probably knew not to lose your virginity at 14, but you wanted to have sex because you were horny. That's basically it. You knew better, but you were just horny, and the horniness won. And you had sex, and you broke virginity. Okay? And then watch the woman in my comments going to be like, "Oh, why you diminishing this woman's victimness? Like, why you acting like she wasn't abused by this monster? Yes, Diddy was a monster. We all know Diddy was a monster, bro. But like, the woman had a way of escape, like the Bible says. When you encounter sin, there's always gonna be a way of escape. And this woman had a way of an escape for 10 years, and didn't take that escape. She kept on sinning, kept on getting drunk. So like, Cassie, are you more scared of Diddy than God? When God tells you not to be fornicating, and that's all you were doing for 10 years, fornicating, because you guys weren't married. So you were in fornication with multiple people. So you were not scared of God, but you were scared of Diddy. That's what you claim. Which I'm saying she wasn't scared of Diddy at all. She was not scared of that man, Sean Combs. She wanted to have sex. She wanted to have freak offs. And she loved that lifestyle. Getting high and having orgies. She fell in love with the lifestyle. And she couldn't leave. It is what it is. And she's mad. I think Cassie's just mad because Diddy dumped her. Diddy dumped her and moved on, got with what's that woman's name? Diddy's ex-wife, not ex-wife. I said ex-wife maybe. I don't even know if they were married, but yeah, Diddy's baby mothers of the two twins, the two black girl twins. That's the mother I'm talking about. So yeah, Diddy left her, got her. That woman made a bunch of kids, made another kid with that woman, Jean or whatever her name is, and she mad. She mad. I don't know why Diddy have kids because it's kind of weird. I don't know if Diddy was just making her go get their abortions and all that, but like I don't know how did she not have kids at 10 years in? Because they're definitely not having sex with a condom. They're not having sex with a condom. So I'm like, how did Cassie not get pregnant by Diddy? So that's a lot of explaining there to do. 10 years you're with a woman and you don't have kids, and she could have kids because we could see that she had kids with that white man. So why didn't she have kids with Diddy? So I'm confused. I don't know if Diddy didn't want to give her a child, so she was mad at that. I don't know, man. But hey, it is what it is. I'm done talking. Video's like 11 minutes long.